Hey, One More World Entertainment, and you know we're in trouble when they're saying Star Trek Strange New Worlds is going hard on Star Trek's greatest bromance. And they are talking about Kirk and Spock. That's right, they're now officially calling them a bromance, and they're pushing this through Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which makes absolutely no sense. What also makes no sense is when someone writes an article and gets the names completely wrong. You'll see what I mean. Check this out. Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 4 is going hard on Star Trek's greatest bromance between Lieutenant Commander James T. Kirk, William Shatner, and Lieutenant Spock, Ethan Peck. That's right, folks. Apparently in Season 4, the guy playing James T. Kirk is none other than William Shatner. No, I'm pretty sure Paul Wesley is still playing Kirk, but according to this guy, William Shatner, like, come on, dude. You have editors and everything reading over this. How did no one look at that and go, you realise you wrote William Shatner, not Paul Wesley or Weasley? Never sure whether it's Weasley or Wisely. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I'm saying Wisely. So, Premiere, by the way, I hate that they're now referring to Spock and Kirk's relationship as a bromance. Sweet Jesus. So, premiering Thursday, July 23rd on Paramount Plus, Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 4 is the final season that consists of 10 episodes, as Strange New Worlds' 5th and final season will only be 6. I'm glad he added that part in, because when he said it was the final season, I was like, no, there's a half a season after it. So Spock and Kirk were officially introduced to each other by Cadet Uhura in Strange New Worlds Season 2. But their bromance began in earnest in Season 3. Kirk's first time as acting captain of the USS Farragut wouldn't have succeeded without Spock by his side in Strange New Worlds Season 3 Episode 6, which, by the way, was a retarded episode. So in Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 3's final, Kirk and Spock grew even closer after they shared a Vulcan mind meld. With Paul Wesley, oh look, now Paul all of a sudden is actually starring in this thing, continuing his guest starring role in Star Trek Strange New Worlds Season 4, Kirk and Spock will lay even more building blocks to their friendship, but perhaps their bromance won't be entirely smooth sailing. So to start with, now we've lost William Shatner and we're back to Paul Wesley. Okay, interesting. The fact that this guy hasn't even corrected that he wrote William Shatner, calling it a bromance, fuck off. And then they already shared a mind meld. Except, do you remember when Spock first used the mind meld in the original Star Trek? No one knew about it. None of the crew knew it. And Spock was really unwilling to even try it because he felt it was unsafe to use on humans. Do you remember that? Because clearly they don't. Because he never mind melded with Kirk for a long time. If I remember correctly, I don't even think Spock ever actually mind melded with Kirk. If he did, I think it was like once in an episode. It was never in the films. But someone will probably look that up and have the answers to that one. I'm pretty sure Major Grin, he has a video when they did the mind meld in the show that showed it, the contradiction to real Trek. So I'd have to go back and look at that. But the fact that they have him doing mind melds here, there, and everywhere, by the way, it's not just the fact that he did one on Kirk in Season 3. It's the fact that he's doing mind melds everywhere. And in the original series, when he first did it, he was very reluctant to do it. And if a lot of people, especially the people who make modern Trek, Alex Kurtzman looking at you, and all these morons, none of them actually know the fact that the mind meld was actually a weapon. That was actually how they could kill people and drive people insane back in basically the olden days on Vulcan. Was the mind meld was actually outlawed and stuff because it was lethal. So the fact that they have Spock now running around just doing it to everybody He must have mind melded with the likes of Naan. It must be about 5 times at this stage. But yeah, and I'm saying, oh, it's not going to be smooth sailing. Sure, whatever. So it's saying Star Trek Strange New World Season 4's trailer suggests James T. Kirk's dependence on Spock will reach a greater intensity, judging by a clingy moment when Jim hugs his future Vulcan best friend. Naturally, Spock is displeased by Jim's display of physical affection. Then, why do the other pictures show him seemingly hug him? It's so... Oh no. I just skipped ahead a little bit as I'm talking here and just seeing a word being used. I'm like, oh no, please don't. Wait till you hear this, people. Paul Wesley and Ethan Peck had dubbed their character's bromance Spurk. Yeah, they've named themselves Spurk. Oh no, what are we doing here? Please, for the love of all that's holy, don't let that... You know all the shippers are going to cling on to that... onto that bloody name. Spurk. Sweet Jesus Christ. And the duo spoke about Kirk and Spock taking their bromance to another level at the CCXP Mexico and blah blah blah. Who gives a shit about that? That's just them. Oh yeah, we're really great, blah blah blah. Even though the two of them should not know one another at this stage. That's the most frustrating thing about all of it, is that these characters have not interacted at this stage in real Star Trek history, and here they are having the bromances, they're calling it. They're hugging each other. They've already mind meld. They've switched places through the mind meld. Yes, they've actually done that. Kirk is here all the time, mainly because the only other ship they ever seem to know the name of is the Farragut, which Kirk is on, and that's the only other ship that's ever in proximity of the Enterprise. Every time they need backup or assistance, hey, what's the closest ship? Oh, wouldn't you know, it's the Farragut. Oh, that's a coincidence, isn't it? Every single bloody time. They basically blew up the Farragut in last season, and the thing is still around. Good God, I hate this thing. But the fact that, by the way, nobody better start using this Spurk. Oh no, fuck off if people start using that. You'd be banned. But yeah, they're really leaning into this idea now that these two are having a massive bromance in the second season or fourth season of this garbage fest. And yeah, this show is a disaster. Wonder why it got cancelled. Only God knows, I suppose, and every one of us who understand how things work. But what do you guys think about the idea of these two being referred to now as a bromance, being pushed together heavily in this show? And for the love of God, do I dare ask, I may as well, what do you guys think of the two of them referring to themselves as Spurk? Let me know in the comments. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff, and cheers, and I shall catch you in the next one.